Hey, what's up, man? This is Tim.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing
Hey,
good.
man, how you doing? It's Amoroso. I have an uncle, like a family named Amoroso.
No
I
shit.
don't know if you're related to him. Yeah, in New Jersey. Yep.
My pops is from back east, New York.
From where?
New York?
New York? Okay, yeah, I'm from New Jersey, and my whole family, that side of my family are from Jersey City, right outside New York City. Amorosos, yeah.
Yeah. We ended up moving out here. My grandfather was a part of the mob, and then he got a gambling addiction, and then he had to run. So,
really? Holy shit.
Yes.
Actually, my uncle Dominic Amoroso, he passed away a couple of years ago, but he had a gambling addiction, too. Incredible.
Are you Italian?
Cool, man. What's that?
Are you Italian?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, shit. No shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you too, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's a pleasure to talk to you, Mark.
Yeah, you too. Sorry, were you supposed to call at 8:30 a.m.? Was that you?
Yeah, I thought that.
Okay.
I thought that you were supposed to call me, and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
one of
thought you were
those
calling me.
things.
So yeah. All good. Good.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. So we're No Cover Magazine.
Right on.
Just to give you, we've been around for about 20 years, and
Nice.
We're still going strong. And
Killer, man.
we're definitely looking forward to supporting you in your new project.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Tell me about your new project.
Well, it's not that new. It's my solo instrumental guitar records I put out. I've been putting them out since like 2004 was my first record. And now my new one, which is being released on Combat Records, that's coming out in March. And it's basically just instrumental guitar music, but it's real heavy stuff. Kind of in line with what I do with Soulfly and my other band, Cavalera Conspiracy, but just instrumental guitar music with no vocals.
Nice. Like when you're like writing for this, like 'cause I just getting the feel of you and listening to other interviews you've done, and it seems like you're always just in front of a guitar and you're always just fiddling away. Do you, like, when you come up with a riff in your head or an idea, do you write it down, or you just compact that in your brain?
I usually, when it's time for me to record a record, what I do is I just record ideas, riffs and arrangements that I'll come up with, and just basically just put them down on, whatever I have to record. Nowadays, I usually even just use my phone, just make videos of me just jamming new ideas, and then that way I can always remember them and just refer to like my phone for these ideas that I keep.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I do the same thing. I do a lot of comedy, and so
Nice.
I always keep a book around me and write it in.
Yeah, there you go.
Is this just a way for you to express your creative art, or are you why the just instrumental?
Yeah. It's what I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot of instrumental guitar music. It's my favorite type of music is instrumental artists like Joe Satriani, Dave Malmsteen, Steve Vai. I'm really a fan of all those guys. So for me, it's the ultimate way to express yourself. With the guitar is playing melodies and chord progressions. That people can hum over and over again in their head that are just real catchy melodies, and that's kind of where I'm coming from, is to really write catchy melodies, kind of like make the guitar sing like a singer, but have the focus be on the guitar.
That's nice, man. That's cool. Is there, when you're writing, do you ever have this is a thought for this person or for this way of life? Is there ever stories? And I know there is, but I'm just curious on maybe what are some of the stories that you tell with your guitar?
Honestly, probably just all my traveling, experiences from around the world, just from traveling all over the place and meeting different people and rocking out in front of different audiences all over the world, and and then hanging out with all the fans and people after the show, So I guess that's kind of why I even called the record called Rotation, just because it's been a whirlwind for me these last 15 years of touring the world and playing concerts every day.
Does the road get easier as you become more seasoned?
I think, yeah, it gets easier, but it also gets harder. You know, it's a little bit of both. It's easier nowadays, I think, just because I've just been doing it for so long. It's not a big deal anymore to, you know, get on a plane and just go fly to some foreign country and rock out and do shows, you know. It's not as, you know, that big of a deal as it used to be maybe when I first started doing it. But it's also hard on, you know, family life and especially relationships, you know, trying to keep a girlfriend and be touring all over the world is pretty tough.
Yeah. I was in the military for like 12 years. And
wow.
I mean, I'm not trying to compare it to a rock star, but fuck, man. Bitches ain't loyal, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, it also can go the other way too, you know.
Oh, I know.
when you're traveling,
I just like to play the victim.
yeah, there you go. That's great.
Do you have a family?
No kids or anything, but you know, I have brothers and sister, nieces, nephews, you know.
So you're just on the road and just have fun, or what?
When I'm on the road, oh yeah, it's you know, it's fun. It's a lot of fun, but no, I also I'm busy during the day. You know, I have fun at night, but during the day is all business. You know, I'm practicing playing guitar all day, going to the gym. You know, I try to keep pretty disciplined during the day.
Are you into any sports?
Oh yeah. No, I love boxing. I love Muay Thai, MMA, Jiu-Jitsu. You know, I'm into all the combat sports. Do
you study in any discipline?
Yeah, I do more Muay Thai nowadays. You know, you know, and when I was a kid, I used to box. I had a couple amateur matches. You know, so I still try to work out as much as I can.
I started judo last year, and because
nice.
I when I was younger, I did a lot of jiu-jitsu, and then I started judo with my son last year. So they have like a father-son judo class.
Ah, very cool, man. Very cool. That's awesome.
I freaking hurt my throat because this dude freaking with his forearm in a sparring match, he freaking jammed his forearm straight down my throat because I had him in a triangle.
Holy shit. Wow, unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
It didn't. They said that everything was cool. Like, what the fuck? I've never known that. You know what I mean? So,
wow, man.
Does that hurt your legs? Because I've always thought about Muay Thai and in the kicking aspect.
Yeah.
But I'm always afraid of like an Anderson Silva incident happening to me.
Yeah. It's you gotta be careful. Worse than that is even just your foot, man. You know, if you land a kick even on the bag, on a heavy bag the wrong way, man, you slam your top of your foot. You know, if I've sprained my foot a couple times or maybe even fractured, I don't know, but that's horrible pain, man. You're not walking for a couple days, you know.
Yeah. So there around the forums and online in certain magazines, they have you as one of the top 25 guitarists of all time.
Oh wow, that's crazy! I didn't know that.
You didn't? How do you feel about that? I mean, hearing that news.
You know, I'd be honored. I mean, that's incredible. But you know, I also, if that is the case, you know, I mean, I take that pretty seriously, and that's what keeps me practicing every day and wanting to get better. And you know, I'm always checking out new players and trying to learn from people. You know, it's just it's never ending my practice regimen. You know.
Yeah, I get you. When you are out in when you are out on the road, what is one of your favorite like go-to junk foods? I know you said you're healthy, but it's easy to fall into a bad habit on the road. Oh yeah.
Probably just I love Mexican food, man. You know, and not that it's unhealthy. I try to eat healthy even when I get Mexican food, but I love chips and salsa. You know, tortilla chips and fucking salsa, guacamole. That's my biggest weakness. Is I'll sit down at a Mexican restaurant and just freaking tear up a bowl of tortilla chips and then order more, and then before I even get my burrito, I'm already stuffed, So that would be my junk food. Or if it's late at night, I'll slam a bag of tortilla chips and salsa, I mean, it's just it's an addiction, man. I'm addicted to Mexican food.
Yeah, they have this. I live in Ventura, and there's this a kitty quarter in town across is Oxnard, California, and they have this new restaurant that just opened, and it's called Lola's, and that's exactly. I just went there on Thursday, and that's exact same thing that happened to me. I had 2 bowls of chips, and by the time my food came, I didn't even want to eat it.
Yep. So you just take it to go. Eat it later, you know.
So right now you guys are in the studio with Soulfly.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Great. Yeah, I'm excited. This new record's been awesome. You know, I'm really excited to get this record out, and I think it's really cool how a couple months ago the new Cavalera Conspiracy record came out. I'm in the studio now making the new Soulfly, so hopefully that'll come out later this year. And then March I have my new record Rotation coming out. So I think it's for the fans. It's pretty cool. You know, you're getting 3 records of you know my guitar playing that are all coming out around the same time. So I'm pretty excited about it, and I think the fans, you know, they'll you know, once you hear all 3 records, you know, you'll dig it. How all 3 of them kind of intertwine with each other.
How do you discern what's gonna go where? You know, like, all right, I want this riff. Like when you're you're recording your riffs or recording any ideas you have. How do you decide? Like, all right, I want this for me. Or is there any like selfish part of you that's like, oh, I like this. This is really for me. I can't show no one. Or is it just like this better fits these guys? This better fits me.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you know, when I write, you know, I'm always first and foremost writing for my instrumental records. First and foremost, you know, just because that's you know, my project. So yeah, so you know, and that stuff it's definitely a little bit more intricate. You know, it's more melodic. Sometimes even more bluesy, a little bit more jazzy. So, you know, the more bluesy, kind of jazzy instrumental stuff is always more for my project, you know. And then when it's time to go to make a record with like Soulfly or Cavalera Conspiracy, a lot of that stuff is that I do come up with is just off the cuff, you know. It's just in the studio. You know, Max comes up with ideas, and then I just kind of jump on top of it and just come up with stuff in the moment.
When was the last time you were inspired? Like, just in general, like, with music and with art?
Every day, you know. I mean, you know, every day when I wake up, I you know, I go, like, on YouTube and I watch, you know, old videos of, like, Dimebag or videos of Joe Satriani, you know. I mean, just all my favorite players, man, you know. So I'm online, though, and every day just, you know, looking for new players and then going back and listening to a lot of my old favorite players. So yeah, man, you know, I mean, there's a lot of inspiration out there, and I need it. You know, it really it fuels my fire to want to play guitar. You know, once I watch any of these old videos of Dimebag or Satriani, it's like, man, I got to get a guitar in my hand like right away.
Nice. Do you play any games on your phone?
Games?
Yeah.
Nah, you know, I like the old school video games, like when I was a kid, growing up, like in the early '90s, like the old Sega Genesis and stuff. But I kind of stopped playing around that time. I noticed how it was even as a kid, you know, I noticed how all my friends were addicted to playing video games, and I was like, man, this is just taking time away from me practicing guitar. So I definitely kind of stopped playing video games back, like when I was a kid, back in like maybe '92, '93.
Mm-hmm. What do you do? What else do you do, like, besides guitar? Like, what else, you know, drives you or makes you like, oh, I like to do this, or any other kind of hobbies besides working out or guitar?
Yeah, just fitness stuff, you know. That's about it. You know, that's all I do all day, work out all day. You know, I'm a big fan of, like, you know, outdoor calisthenic type workouts. So I'm always at a park. You know, if I can't get to a gym and work out, then I just go to the parks, you know. Like, I'm here in California recording this record. I have, like, no gym nearby, so there's a park a couple blocks away, and I just go there, you know, a lot of pull-ups, dips, and jogging, you know. I like being outdoors and working out, or even going hiking. You know, where I live in New Jersey. I'm kind of an hour from New York City, and I love just walking through the woods, you know, doing some hiking and stuff.
Yeah. At all, do you watch Netflix?
No, not yet. No? That's where you can download movies, right? Like to your phone or to your house. Yeah, I just don't really have time. If I watch anything, I watch the History Channel. You know, I'm a big fan of History Channel on, you know, whatever channel it is. And
Yeah.
I like documentaries, you know, a lot of historical stuff. I'm a big history buff, you know.
Yeah, I like that too. When the book and the chapter is finished and written, when it comes to Marc, what do you want people in future generations to know about you?
Probably just, you know, my music, you know, my records, my shows. You know, it would be cool if there was somebody out there watching my videos, you know, and my listen to my records like I listen to guys like Dimebag or, you know, or Jimi Hendrix and stuff, you know. And it'd be cool if maybe if I'm influencing people like that and inspiring people, you know, and people are enjoying it long after I'm gone.
Is there any newer music that has recently came out that impresses you?
Yeah, there's a lot of really great stuff out there. I kind of lean more towards the older stuff, you know, maybe just because I'm getting old now. But there's a lot of great new bands. There's a band I played with called In Search of Sight that opened up for me on one of my solo tours that I met down in Texas, and they're unbelievable. I listen to them a lot. They're kind of like a genty prog band. I really like that band Oni a lot. We toured with them a couple of years ago. They're unbelievable, man. Oh man, they're incredible shredders. That guitar player is incredible, and the dude that plays I think it's the xylophone, right? I mean, he's incredible. So yeah, I mean, dude, it's insane right now. The level of talent and what these kids are doing with the guitar, it's just unbelievable, man. There's just incredible players out there right now. It's actually really scary, you know, how incredible a lot of these new kids are. Because
I know me and you are roughly around the same age. I think you're a couple of years older than me. And I know when I was growing up, like, it was a search for music every single day of my life. Like, I would go to certain record stores because they would allow you to preview a CD prior to buying it. So I would just and there was no internet back then, you know, or there was, but I was poor. Like, my family was poor. We didn't have like internet. And so I would go and search for music. Did you have any of that growing up?
Yeah, but I think, you know, when I was growing up, what was cool was there was a lot of tape trading, you know, cassettes. Yeah. Just trading with friends and even, you know, recording. You know, I'd go by like a friend's house, bring cassettes and record, you know, one cassette to another cassette. So there was a lot of that going on. You know, a lot of just, you know, friends getting together and just being like, dude, check out this new band or check out this new band. You know, so it was a lot of word of mouth, I think, back in those days. And
do you do that currently? Like when you're on YouTube?
I think it's. Oh yeah, I think it's still the same thing. You know, I mean, people always sending me links like, "Oh, check out this band," or, you know, my bass player in my band here with Soulfly, Mike. He's always turning me on to new bands. You know, he's really up to date with a lot of new bands coming out. So he's always sending me links. You know, like, "Oh, check out this band, check out that band," and so yeah, it's you know, the technology has changed, but I think you know, it's still the same kind of vibe of friends just getting together and you know, just turning, you know, each other onto bands, you know.
Have you heard of the band Greta Van Fleet?
No, I never heard of him.
The boy, he's a young boy, maybe 19. Sounds just like Plant, man.
Wow, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, Greta Van Fleet, they're pretty good. They're, I talked to, their publicist is Heidi Robinson. She's like real big, and
nice.
And they're gonna start a push starting in March or April. So keep your eye out for them.
Very cool.
All right,
gotta check it out.
And I think I had one more question.
Okay.
Are you? Do you like football?
No.
No?
Actually, no. That's the one sport I hate. I can't stand American football, man. I grew up playing it as a kid, and it's just, I don't know, man. I don't get all the excitement. I don't know why everyone gets so excited over football, because it really is one of the most boring sports to watch. You know, it's like they play and then they stop.
Over baseball?
You know? I don't like baseball or football. I grew up playing it as a kid, and they both equally bore the living shit out of me. But honestly, I would prefer to watch rugby. I think rugby's sick, man. A lot of times, like when I'm in England or Australia, you know, I'll watch some rugby on TV because that's what they show. You know, it's like their national sport. And I don't know how anybody watches American football when you got rugby. Man. Rugby is just a nonstop, action-packed sport, man. You know?
Yeah. All right, Mark. Is there anything else that you'd like to, like for readers to know, or?
Yeah, just, big thank you to everyone for the support, and I'm always appreciative, and, come out to the shows. That's really what it's about with me, man, is, I love being social with fans, and I love, doing my solo tours or being on tour with Soulfly, and I'm really easy to find. I really like hanging out with fans after the show and just talking about music like we're doing right here, man. That's really, I'm totally approachable, and I like hanging out and being social with everybody.
Well, the next time you guys are playing, I would definitely love to.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, and I would love to meet you, man, and shake your hand.
Yeah, come out. You got my number. Yeah, shoot me a text, and I'll get you in. We'll hang out.
All right, man. Hey, Mark, I appreciate you.
All right, bro.
Good luck with everything. Good luck with Soulfly and Cavalera and your solo.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah,
you
keep
guys
in
got
touch,
this.
man. You got my number.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that maybe, you guys, you might be related to my uncle. I'm, my side of the family, I'm Amoroso from New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm meeting a whole bunch of my grandma just passed away, actually, last December.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just lost my father, too, about a month ago.
Oh,
so,
shit, man.
I'm with you. Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm sorry.
But, yeah, thanks. But, yeah, he was Dominic Amoroso. He was a professional boxer. He's the one that got me into boxing and everything. And you could even Google his name, Dominic Amoroso. And he was a pro boxer from Jersey City from like 1930 something to like maybe 1940 something. And he just passed away about maybe 6 years ago. But he was like, I was real tight with him,
Yeah. Well, I'll text my grandma or my aunt, and she knows all the Amorosos. And and when
Amoroso from Jersey City, New Jersey.
All right,
Jersey City. Mm-hmm.
And then I'll text you, see what I find out.
Cool. All right, man. Sounds good, bro.
All right, Mark.
All right, dude.
Have a good one, buddy.
Thanks, man. Good talk. You too.
Bye.
Bye.